Alright, started day 7. Let's see what we got here. We started out at 239.5. Like 2 or 3 days ago when I did my first weigh-in, I was down to 227. Let's see where we're at now. $224. Alright, that's a total of it's 15 pounds, 15.5 pounds. Not bad. I know, leave me alone. Macaroni and cheese is not the best thing to feed a dog, but he loves it. And it's Christmas. And you like macaroni and cheese, don't you, Ja? Tell him. Tell him to get off your back. You like it. Ja, tell him how the macaroni and cheese was. It was good, wasn't it? You liked it, didn't you? Tell him. It was good, wasn't it? You like it. Alright, time to juice. I got everything cut up. Two green Granny Smith apples, 1 full cucumber, 1 lemon, thumb-sized chunk of ginger, full head of kale, and 4 little sticks and stalks of celery. Let's juice this mofo and get it thrown in the fridge so it'll be cold. Yesterday when I went to the grocery store, I went after I got done with work. I went about 12:30 because I knew that there'd be nobody there and I could just get everything and not have to go today. I got enough stuff for 2 full days worth of juice and it was only $6.02. Can't beat that. $3 a day. Good morning from Hollywood. Good morning, guys. How are you? Good to see you all, as always. I'm in a great mood today. Working that event last night really made my day. Actually, it's made yesterday and today because I was originally supposed to work, I told you, like somewhere like an hour and a half away, and then I ended up switching just because this was in my neighborhood and it couldn't have been better. The people who own the house were really nice and they did real snow with a snow machine. They had an ice skating rink, they had a Santa Claus, elves, ice skaters, they had everything. And then at the end of the night, they tipped us a couple of $100 each. So it's nice to feel appreciated when you do something like that. And the whole house was decked out in Christmas, which you guys know I just absolutely love. So that was just like, it just made my day. Plus, last year, all these events, I was able to bring home like little macaroni and cheese and turkey for Ja, and he just loved it so much. So knowing that I was going to get to bring that home to him really like put a smile on my face too. So yeah, it's a great day. Then I wake up and I see just a fantastic comment on one of my new videos. Somebody actually wrote, because I have 286 subscribers right now, and it actually like, it's kind of hurt my feelings a little bit because I'm going, no matter how much I do, no matter how much I try and make it better, I just can't seem to get like a lot more subscribers, and some days I even lose 1 or 2 or whatever. I don't know why. And the person actually said you should have 286,000 subscribers. I don't understand. So it just lets me know that eventually, like, other people will find it and it'll catch on. We're going somewhere really cool right now. So let's go. I've been trying to go to this location for about 3 months now, and I've been doing the vlog for 4. But what happened was one of the days that I went, it was closed, and I didn't know why. And I saw online that it said it was only open on Sundays. So then I went on a Sunday and it was closed again. And they said, oh, it's only open 1 Sunday a month and it's only open on the 3rd Sunday of the month. So that would have been a week later when I went, and I was gonna go the next week, but then I got Rams tickets for my very first NFL game. I couldn't pass that up. So we're gonna go do it today because today is the 3rd Sunday of the month. And please don't get me wrong, guys. I don't mean to sound ungrateful or like a complainer or anything. Because honestly, I appreciate the kind of subscribers I have. I may have a few subscribers, but you guys constantly comment. You constantly like send me positive vibes and positive comments through emails and on YouTube. And I would much rather have people watching that are like that are few but mighty and loyal than having 100,000 subscribers and only getting like 2,000 views. So I hope I didn't sound ungrateful or anything. I didn't mean to. I'm just trying to figure out how to get more people to view what I'm doing, and I don't know. You know how Leos are, and I'm a Leo. In 1950, Walt Disney built something called the Carrollwood Pacific Railroad on his property in Holmby Hills on Carrollwood Drive. And what this was a 2,416-foot track with a 46-foot long trellis, and actually a 90-foot trail that went underneath his wife's flower bed. And Walt used to run this and ride around and dream of all the things he was going to do. Walt also had a barn on this property. It was called his Carrollwood barn. This acted as his workshop, and he would also invite friends over to drink and just kind of a social gathering place. And it's actually considered the birthplace of Imagineering, the place where Walt came up with the idea of, I can create an idea and I can find people that can make it into a reality and make it work, which is pretty exciting. So after Walt died and new owners bought the property to Walt's house on Carrollwood, they fully intended on keeping everything the same, but as they had the house inspected, they found out that there was just too much asbestos inside the house, and they actually had to, they were going to have to tear down the house and recreate it on the property. Now, one of Walt's daughters, before she sold the property while it was still in escrow, saw that this was going to happen, and what she did was she decided to start looking for somewhere to move the barn to and to give it a new home so that it wouldn't be demolished and so that it would live on forever. And what she ended up doing was had it disassembled, put into storage until they found a proper place for it. Today we're at that proper place. If you remember, about a month and a half ago, or maybe 2 months, I don't remember when it was, I came out and I tried to do it. I couldn't do the vlog because it was closed, so I ended up doing the jerk train, the little like train that Nathan Johnson worked on. They're on the same property. So now we're gonna go check out Walt's Carrollwood barn, the birthplace of Imagineering, and the barn that Walt would have passed by on the Carrollwood Pacific Railroad. Here we are, on our way to see Walt Disney's Carrollwood barn. And you can hear the train in the background. There's the little train track that we rode on that day. What an experience. Train crossing. And it's Christmas. That'll just make this trip a little bit better. Because it's very festive out here today.
Where's Walt? No, thank you guys. You better watch out, you better not cry, you better not pout, I'm telling you why. Santa Claus is coming to town. He's making a list and he's checking his watch. There he is!
Speaking of,
Santa Claus. Back in the city, have a different all of the good years are given today. He knows if you've been sleeping, he knows if you're awake, he knows if you've been bad.
there it is, on Walt's property, the Carrollwood barn. And that would have been the Carrollwood Pacific Railroad.
Santa Claus is coming to town.
There's Walt's sink. Walt's sink. Walt's shaving kit. Marceline, that's where Walt grew up, Marceline, Missouri. Now this barn, the Carrollwood barn, was actually a replica of a barn that Walt had when he was growing up. And now they have a replica of this barn. Since this is the original barn, they have a replica of this barn there. Merry Christmas, Santa.
Merry Christmas! Merry Christmas from Walt's Barn! Hello there! Hello! It's vacation time. I think I saw one for $50 online. Now go.
Walt, his little train. Now, as you can tell, and I don't know if the train here is Walt's train. I doubt it, but I'll go see if I can find out, because the train here looks exactly like the one that Walt would be riding in these pictures. And here says the name of Walt's main train car was the Lily Bell.
Come over here and you can use this mic right here. There you go, Mandy. There's your microphone. Say something. Say hi. Say hi louder. Hi. There you go. There you go.
Look at that, the monorail. Our friend Bob Gurr created the monorail. Look at that. This is all like Bob Gurr related stuff. It doesn't say that, but now that we've met Bob, we know. We know that Bob created the railroad there. We know that Bob created the monorails and the fire station, or the fire truck. How cool is that? What a little like oasis of beautiful history here at Walt Disney, and look at that. Okay, well this answers our question. Now that I've turned around, I know for sure that the train that's out here running is not Walt's train, because part of Walt's train is right here. There he is. And that's it. That's the King George that he was upset over. There's Walt wearing the overalls. And there's some overalls on his rack. My grandpa used to do something similar. He always had like a work shirt, like a flannel shirt. My dad did too. Look at that. That's a model of the train station here, that day that we rode it.
Yeah.
Check it out. Walt's workbench. Wow. So cool. Look at this. Oh my gosh, look at that. Oh, by the way, they gave me one of those stickers. Hi. See? They gave me one of those stickers. These would have all been Walt's tools. Look at that. Look at that. Walt's name tag. Look at that. Engineering Department, Walt Disney. His handwritten name on there. Wow, I just love old relic stuff like this. These are all of his little like instruction manuals on how to fix trains and engineering. So cool. So cool. Main Street, USA, and there's So awesome. Let's check this out. And that's actually like a diagram of obviously of Walt's property and how his barn was laid out. Check this out. There's the trestle I was telling you guys about. You can see right there. And then the tunnel, this Rorex tunnel, that's the one that went underneath his wife's flower bed. Wow. It's just amazing to think of what you can imagine, what you can make happen with an imagination. So I've never understood when people just try and stifle creativity in all forms, because you just never know. You never know what's going to come out of a creative mind. Sometimes it's the most untrained minds that give us the most creative things. That's how Walt would have known if he got a phone call. Walt's desk. Not a real large barn. It's about the size of, you could probably fit two cars in here. Probably 2 cars in here is about as big as it is, but just think of Walt and his friends hanging out in here, and the people that would become Imagineers or people that were Imagineers. And you know, on this property about a mile away, I'm not going to go today, but I am going to take you to the Griffith Park merry-go-round. It said there that in the Griffith Park merry-go-round, that's where Walt discovered and thought up the idea for Disneyland.
Millions of people enjoy various hobbies, and among the largest of these groups are the model railroad enthusiasts. In the United States alone, there are about 6 million people who build and operate these scale model railroads. And here's the studio.
There's the barn on Walt's property. You can see the house. Cool. Wow, what an estate. And then check this out.
Great pride is taken in the fact that every little part of this is located, even the coal shop. This model steam engine has to have the same care as each other. Even to dressing.
Wow. Walt's pork pie hat. Oh, cool. Just so everybody at Carrollwood would know who he was. So classic. See, I know probably a lot of people in my life don't understand why I have such almost a never growing up mentality. But Walt Disney's a great example of that, because look at that. He managed to imagine all this great stuff, and he still kept that mentality. He always kept like the childish wonder in life, and I've just never been able to shake it. It's just who I am.
See my tray? Oh, you are in line to go around that way.
Well, there it is. Walt Disney's Carrollwood barn.
I know it's in here somewhere. You like John Denver, though. Here we go.
There it is. The original, one and only Walt Disney's Carrollwood barn. If you guys are sitting at home on a Sunday, this is what you're missing out on out here. Steam engines, live performances, and the guy who's singing just made a very great comment. He just shouted out to the the guy standing in front of him over here, this guy right here, right there. He goes, "You like John Denver?" And without a second thought, I shouted out, "Who doesn't? I don't want to know anybody that doesn't." And he started laughing. I love John Denver. So long, Walt's Barn. I finally made it out to see you, and I'm so glad I did. This is basically the birth of the man cave. People just hanging out, enjoying the park. Alright, I went in my closet and I dug out a bunch of my records. If anybody'd like to buy one of my records, they're $5 each. Just send me an email through dazewithjordanthelion@gmail.com, and they're like $5 just through PayPal. Friends and family on PayPal, and I'll mail it out to you. I pulled them out so I could show you guys basically like all the colors of the vinyl. And when I pulled it out, I realized that some of these were promos that I didn't end up having to use, and they have my very first bio ever. I didn't even have this, and I just, as I was pulling the record out to show you the color, I found this. So if you want something like that, if you want to buy some of my excess records, the first music I ever wrote in California, it's 4 great songs, kind of sappy songs, but they're still pretty well written songs, I think. Most people think that have heard it, I guess. But yeah, if you want it and you want one of my little bio things, I think they're only in some of the black ones, but and I think the reason was that was because we sent out about 100 promos to radio stations, and my thought was I'd rather give away the black ones than these awesome ice blue and the ones that you guys have probably seen before, the orange marble. So if you'd like to help support me and buy some of these so I can get them out of my closet, $5 each through PayPal. That covers the shipping and everything. And don't forget, they're all hand numbered. Hand numbered out of 1,000.